welcome back to the reading chair. Got a great story today. We're learning about apples this week, so I've got my apple books up, and this is a story about Johnny Appleseed. Now, a lot of people think that Johnny Appleseed was pretend, but he wasn't. He was a real person. He lived a long, long time ago. This book is called Johnny Appleseed, and it was written by Patricia Dumas, and it was illustrated by Michael Montgomery. There's a lot of really great pictures in this story. Let's see. Oh, look. There's the title page again. Johnny Appleseed. Remember, the title means the name of the story. All right. Ready? Look at this picture. Look. Oh, look at the little dog. I just love it. It says, "Who was Johnny Appleseed? Was he just in stories?" No. Johnny was a real person. His name was John Chapman. He planted apple trees, lots and lots of them. So people called him Johnny Appleseed. Johnny was young when our country was young. Back then, many people were moving west. There were no towns. There were no schools and not even many houses. And there were no apple trees. None at all. Looky there. Do you see them going across? See how they're moving on wagons? This is back before there were cars. There were no horses. There were no boats going across the prairies. They could go across the ocean, but they couldn't get across the prairie on a boat. So they had to take things that they could use, like wagons, horses, donkeys, cows. A lot of people just walked because they didn't have anything else. There weren't any railroads going across, no planes. Johnny was going west too. He wanted to plant apple trees. He wanted to make the West a nicer place to live. So Johnny got a big, big bag, and he filled it with apple seeds. And then he set out. Look at him. There he goes. Johnny walked for days and weeks, on, and soon his clothes were just turned to rags. His feet were bare. And what kind of hat did he wear? A cooking pot. That way he didn't have to carry it. Looky there. See that pot on his head? You see that pot on his head? He was smart. That way he didn't have to carry it, and it kept the sun off of his head. But look, see how he walks so much, he's even barefoot. He walked a long, long ways. Snow came. Did Johnny stop? No. He made snowshoes. And then he walked some more. Look at him. He is so smart. Look at all the snow. And then look real close. See, Johnny made him some snowshoes and kept on walking. Wow. Spring came. Johnny was out west now. He stopped by a river and he dug a hole. And inside, he put an apple seed. And then he covered it with dirt. Someday, an apple tree would stand there. Johnny set out again. He had lots more seeds to plant. Do you notice how he put the seed near the water? Seeds need water to grow, don't they? Plants need water to stay alive. He was pretty smart. Johnny walked by himself, but he was not alone. The animals were his friends. Looky there at all the animals. And they all were friends with Johnny Appleseed. I think that's wonderful. They don't even seem to be really scared of him or anything. Most people were afraid of wild animals. They had guns to shoot them, but not Johnny. One day, a big black bear saw Johnny go by, and it didn't hurt Johnny. Maybe the bear knew that Johnny was a friend. Could be. Could be that she knew. She didn't hurt him. The Indians were Johnny's friends too. They showed him how to find good food, berries, plants, and roots. Yum. Where did Johnny sleep? Under the stars. Johnny liked to lie on his back and to look up. The wind blew softly, owls hooted, the stars twinkled down on him. Look at him. He's just enjoying that beautiful night sky. See the stars? That's where he slept. Many years passed. Johnny planted apple trees everywhere. People started to call him Johnny Appleseed. And one day, he came back to where he had planted that first seed. Remember the one by the water? It was a big tree now, and a girl was swinging in it. Looky there. See the little girl? There's Johnny Appleseed. He's come back to see that little tree that he planted. That had to make him so happy. That night, Johnny stayed with the little girl's family. He told stories. Everybody liked Johnny. Stay with us, they would say. Make a home here. But Johnny didn't stay. I've got work to do, he would say. I'm happy. The whole world is my home. Look at him telling the stories. Everybody's listening to him. More and more people came out west. Johnny planted more and more trees. In the spring, the trees blossomed with white flowers. In the fall, there were apples. Red, round, ripe apples. People made apple pies and apple butter for their bread and apple cider to drink, and the children had apple trees to climb. Man, they're enjoying those apples. And it was all thanks to Johnny Appleseed. He's the one that planted all those trees, wasn't he? That's so awesome. Now, I want to ask you a question. Do you like apples? And have you ever planted a seed? Seeds are wonderful things to plant. Miss McCool loves to garden, and I love every time I get some piece of fruit or vegetable has a seed inside, I always try to save that seed so I can take it and plant it and grow some more. It's funny because a seed can give you so much food. All those apples on that tree for years and years came from one little seed. Seeds are special. Let's keep planting them.